Assalamualaikum. I hope you all are fine. Welcome to my channel Study Time. Because it's study to study. It's time to study. Let's start with calm and steady heart. My first lecture about linguistic. And first you must know about what is linguistic. Linguistic means study of language. In relation between linguistic and language is that how we use language, where we use language, how we understand the language, and about language, which functions of grammar included, analysis of language structures, and these just for understand the word linguistic meaning. You know, when you start your field linguistic, you will be knowing first your field introduction. Means you first trying to know about the name that giving in your field. Before I start my lecture, please subscribe my channel and like if you will like it. Let's start. Introduction. The origin of language. We simply do not know about language originated. We do know that the ability to produce sound and simple vocal patterning about human spoken language. We suspect that some type of spoken language must have developed between 10 million and 50,000 years ago. There have been no shortage of speculation about origin of human speech, but we can find through some sources that where language came from. First, the divine source. Second, the natural source. Third, the social interaction source. Fourth, the physical adaptation source. Fifth, the genetic source. First, the divine source. God created human language. It came from Adam, called every living creature. That was the name thereof. In Hindu tradition, the language came from Saraswati, wife of Brahma, creator of the universe, according to them. In most religions, there appears to be a divine source who provides human with language. According to them, the natural sound source, the second source of the origin of language. The basic idea is that primitive word could have been imitation of natural sounds which early men and women heard around them. You know, the imitation of words or sound is called onomatopoeia. When an object by making a caw sound, the early human tried to imitate the sound and used to cuckoo sound. The natural sound was adapted to refer the kind of object. For example, it has been suggested that the original sound of language may have come from natural cries of emotion, such as a pain, anger, and joy. Or please ignore my bird's extra voice. The social interaction sources is called the third source. Human interaction in society within a group of people that makes sense to each others, then language came from. For example, people and way of talking, language variations, regional languages. The fourth, the physical adaptation source. We can look at the type of physical feature of human possesses, like as teeth, lip, mouth, larynx, and pharynx. These are called all a place of articulation. Through these, we are produce the sound of language. And the last source of origin of language is the genetic of source. We can think of human baby in its first few years of living example of some of these physical changes taking place. At birth, the baby's brain is only a quarter of its eventual weight and the larynx is much higher in the throat, allowing babies like chimpanzees to breathe and drink at the same time. In a relatively short period of time, the larynx descends, the brain develops, the child assumes an upright posture and starts walking and talking. This is the biggest example of the genetic source. Also, the another example is that is called a generation to generation, a language developed and it convert into the social phenomenon. It is called origin of language. We can say in between language there are many variations included, and also time to time it will be changes. Thanks for watching.